to be a storytime video because I'm bored and I want to tell you guys about something. Well, two things actually. So, yeah, first one is going to be me telling you about the time at the movie theater when we won a bunch of claw machine prizes because, you know, I was watching my claw machine video and I was like, yeah, I used to be much better. So anyway, we went to the rave and right before the, well, it's closed now it's a different movie theater, but, right before the movie, we're just like, hey, let's play the claw machine. So Dad gave me and Izzy both $1.50 or so. And then, so, of course, Izzy was just, like, playing first, and she spent 50 cents. And I was like, okay, my turn. So I looked at the claw machine, and it was, like, a bunch of balls just stacked. And, like, inside the corner, it was stacked to, like, the very top, and it just, like, went down. And I was just like, you know, I could go after these one by one, or I could avalanche it. So I avalanched it. Like, at first they had no idea what I was doing. Like, they were just like, what the heck are you doing? You're not lining it up at all. And they're like, go left, go left. And I was like, no. So I went to, like, the middle of it, and I just, like, slowly dropped the claw down, and then I started, like, swinging it back and forth, so it knocked almost all of them down and into the thing. And so they were just like, well, that was a good idea. So that was, like, 5 to 7 or so. And, so then Izzy came, and she was like, okay, let me try. So she tried too. And I was like, I still have some money left. I'll try too. So we just, like, got almost all of the balls out of the claw machine, and then, of course, the movie was starting, so I had to take them all back to the car, and, like, the whole back seat was filled. So I was the only one in the back seat, so, yes. And we divided them, and we each ended up getting about 10, so there were 20 balls, and we divided them between us. So we each got 10, and I drew faces on some of mine, and then I don't know what happened to them all. They just sort of disappeared over time. Like, that was like a couple years ago. The next story time is something that happened recently. You know when I uploaded the Panama City Beach thing? So, on the last day there, I decided to play the elevator game, which, by the way, did not work, but it was absolutely terrifying. I mean, I tried it multiple times, and we're not, like, midnight to try to do it, so that no one would be there, but I forgot to factor in the fishermen. So I went to the first floor and waited for all the elevators to be clear, and, you know, I just, like, pressed the button, and I kept pressing the buttons and stuff, and the first time, and it was like, hey, did you do it? And I'm like, you're not supposed to be talking, there's not supposed to be anyone else with me. She was like, okay. So, yeah. I tried it multiple times, and eventually I was just like, okay, just stand back and don't talk, so that, like, you're not there, and see if it works. So she was like, okay. So when I went to the 5th floor, the thing that terrified me, because I pressed the 5th floor button, and like a couple seconds later, the door opened, and this tall guy in a yellow shirt walked in, and I was like, didn't it say I was supposed to be a girl? What's going on? So I just, like, had my phone just, like, in that, inside the elevator thing. I still have the videos of it, I just don't have that video, because I deleted it, because it was, like, failure. I still have some of them that didn't work too. Okay, so, it was terrifying, because I just, like, stood there, and he was just like, are you okay? Like, hello? And I was just like, I cannot reply. And then, the door opens again, and I look up, and it says the 5th floor, and I'm like, oh crap, the elevator stopped in the 6th floor to pick him up, and I just, like, walked out, like, yeah, you saw nothing. And so, but he saw everything, and I was, like, terrified. And another time, I don't think I had this on video, it's one of the others I didn't catch on video, because I thought, like, maybe the camera's interrupting or something like that. So when I went to the 5th floor, I kept hearing all these noises in the elevator with me, and the elevator started shaking. And so I was just, like, terrified, so I just continued it, but then I went down to floor 1, so of course I just exited the elevator, and then I was just like, oh my gosh. And it was, like, terrifying, and I told my stepsister about it, and she was like, whoa, that's weird. And there were 3 elevators in the building, so, well, actually there are 4, but that's inside another building. 5, actually, 5 or 6, actually, but the hallway we were in, actually, there were, like, 9, considering the other tower. There's a lot of elevators in this building, so we're on our tower, and so the hallway that we are in, there's only 3 elevators. So I tried all 3 of them, but none of them worked, and it was just like, So anyway, guys, I might do a vine completion later, because I did one when I was really little on here, but they weren't actually vines, they were just me and Ashley messing around. So, yeah. I might, it said part 2 coming soon, but I never uploaded part 2, so I'm like, why don't I upload a part 2? So I might get on my actual Vine account and make a complete compilation of it. Is it a completion or a compilation? I don't know. Well, anyway, I might make one later, just not right now because I don't want to go downstairs. Bye!